We are live. Let's see. Maybe turn that up. Maybe we change the mode. There we go. Come on in, coming in. Mindset Monday. Shaking the table. I'm trying out the effects on Instagram Live. Woke up feeling kind of sparkly today. So I am trying this little bling blingy. So you can bling bling with me today. This is a sparkly episode of Mindset Monday. This Monday, December 21st. Come on in, come on in. Mindset Mondays. They were just playing Christmas carols on this, but now it's gone back to the smooth jazz. All right, let's start. I can see you. Hello, hello. Next, the music. Good morning. Good Monday morning, my Instagram peoples. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of Mindset Monday. There is a share button at the bottom of your screen, and I would appreciate that you share this with whoever you think it might resonate with. I would really appreciate that. There's only 4 more sleeps, man, until Christmas. 4 more sleeps. Oh my goodness. Anyways, this is another episode of Mindset Monday, and I am your host, Michelle Green. I am a personal growth coach. I coach around mindset and insight because I truly believe that the right mindset can and will transform every aspect of your life for the better. So that's a little bit about me. I believe in the universal laws, including the law of attraction, which is the most famous one. And so that's a little bit about me. So thank you for tuning in to this sparkly episode of Mindset Monday. Today's topic is meditation, vibration, and communication. All right. So I'm just going to talk to you about each of these and how they come into working with the universal laws and how we could use these to better communicate and have better experiences in our life. All right. So the first one is meditation. Now, I'll be honest, when I first started to try to meditate or heard about meditation, I thought it was foolishness. I thought it was ridiculous, hocus pocus, bullshit, and wanted no part of it and thought it was a waste of my time, basically. Now, obviously, I'm telling you all of this because I don't feel that way anymore, right? Meditation has become a part of my life. Sometime in 2019, mid to late 2019, pre-pandemic, I read a book, and something in that book made me decide to try this meditation thing again. And since the pandemic, it's gotten even stronger to the point where I meditate daily. There's not a day that passes that I don't meditate. I wake up in the morning. It's one of the first things I do in the morning, along with, coffee and CNN. And it's like I set my, frequency for the day. It's part of the way that I set my frequency for my day. So I meditate every day, sometimes 2-3 times a day. It's really crazy, actually, to think that I was the person who, I was like, meditation, whatever. Like, I doubted it. I had no faith in it. I didn't believe in it, to be honest with you. So I am now the person who is an avid promoter of meditation because I've found in my own life and in my own experiences, it has improved things and it works for me. So that is number 1, meditation. Now, vibration. I want to talk about vibration. I mentioned earlier about the universal laws. We all live and operate within these universal laws, whether we know it or not, whether we like it or not, whether we're conscious of it or not. It's a fact. Now, everything according to the law of vibration, which is one of these laws, everything in the universe has a frequency and a vibration. Okay? So you're always moving. You're always being pulled toward or pushed away from something. Nothing and no one is stationary, according to the premise of this law, the law of vibration. Now, the law of vibration is a way that I work with this law to set my intentions or set my frequency, let's use that word, for the day. Remember, everybody has a frequency and a vibration. So in order to set my frequency for the day, I'll give an example. When I wake up, and I mean not get out of the bed, I mean just open the eyes and become conscious that I'm awake. I say thank you. My feet hit the ground, I say thank you. I'm brushing the teeth, thank you. Shower or bubble bath, thank you. I'm very grateful for the food I feed my dog, the food I eat with my husband. I open the fridge, and if it's full, which it usually is, I'm very grateful. I'm very aware of the goodness and the greatness that is in my life right now. I am very aware that we are in the middle of a pandemic, and there are some people out there who are suffering things such as depression, food insecurity, to name a few. So I am very aware of how fortunate that I am and my family is. And so I'm very aware, and I'm very grateful for every bit of that fortune, because, how can I say? I am aware that gratitude is a very powerful way to set your day, to set the frequency and the vibration for your day. I'm aware of that. So I'm grateful for every little teeny bit of, from the little things to the big things. I am grateful for all of it. And this is how I set my daily frequency. And I find that when I do this, I have a great day. And I find that if I set my frequency this way with gratitude, those two simple words, thank you, they're so precious, but they're so powerful. And I set my intention with these two little words throughout the morning, throughout the day actually, but I set the day, then I set my week, and then I've set my month. And then a month has gone by, and it's been amazing. There's nothing much that I can complain about. So this is how you set your frequency for the day. And the law of vibration works by which we have to match our vibrations with the thing that we desire or the thing that we want. We have to match our vibrations with that. So whatever it is you're trying to create and attract in your life, vibrate on those same vibrations. Be grateful for what you have, because it's a powerful, powerful tool. The universe hears you being grateful, and what it does is it sends you more to be grateful for. Okay? So, thank you. Two powerful, powerful words in order to vibrate the right frequencies to create what you desire. Communication is the third one I'd like to talk about. Now, communication was a big part of this last part of my psychology program that I did. Yes, child. Psychology. Anyways, I wrote an exam and I got 90%. Just, don't want to toot my own horn, but beep, beep. And anyways, communication was a big part of this part of the part of the course, or part of the program that I studied and got 90% on. So I wanted to talk a little bit about communication and communication styles. The styles is the way that we as humans communicate with each other, right? And there are three styles basically that communication styles fall under, three categories. So the first one is passive communication. The second one is aggressive communication. And the third one is assertive communication, which is the best one and my favorite. So I'm going to just define each of them a little bit for you, because it's pretty much what they sound like. Passive communication. This style of communication occurs when one does not stand up for him or herself, instead acts as a doormat. And I'm using this word because I don't know what else to use. Doormat. People who are passive, they sacrifice their own wants and needs for the wants and needs of someone else, right? And I'm a mom, so I know what it is to sacrifice, okay? I've got 2 beautiful boys who are beautiful young men now and living life, but I know what it is to sacrifice. So I'm not saying that sacrifice is a bad thing. Sometimes it's a beautiful thing. However, when we are communicating, if we want to experience better experiences, right, interpersonal experiences, whether it be personal or professional, we need to learn to communicate in a way that we can teach people how to treat us, first of all, teach people how to communicate with us, as well as communicate in an effective way that gets what you're trying to say across. In a way that doesn't have somebody being defensive or have their back up, or, because when I'm defensive, I'm not listening. You know what I mean? So this is not a good way to communicate in a passive way. Now, the aggressive way is exactly what it sounds like. This style of communication, utilizes intimidation tactics to bully others to get what they want. The bully. I'm sure somebody knows somebody like that in their life. That is just a big bully. They use intimidation, they use manipulation. Those are the tactics that they use to get what they want out of people, right? Through and have no regard for the other person's feelings or, intentions or whatever. They just want what they want, so they're going to bully and intimidate and manipulate. And this is not a way to communicate. I mean, it might work for a bit, but eventually people will get wise to your game and not want to be around you. Simple as that. So if that's you, the aggressive communicator, and people around you are dropping like flies, and I don't mean dying, please excuse me. I mean, they don't want to hang out with you anymore. They don't want to spend time with you anymore. Perhaps the way that you communicate is the problem. Something to think about. Anyways, assertive communication. This is my favorite because this is the one that I use. I use assertiveness training for I have a few couples that I coach. So for the relationship coaching that I do, I have some exercises that I have them do, which is assertiveness communication training. Now, assertiveness training allows individuals to become aware of their most used communication style, because sometimes we just go off or do our thing and we don't really understand that or we don't really keep track of how we're communicating with people and how other people see us. And it's not like we have a videotape that we can say, roll the tape, Steve, and bring it up and see how I behaved, right? Sometimes you don't see yourself. Most of us don't. It's a human thing. It's very easy for me to see your faults, but very difficult for me to look in the mirror and see my own. And I speak for all of us because it is the same for everyone, right? So these assertiveness trainings that I'm talking about have you look into yourself a little bit, have you do a little bit of introspection into your communication styles and skills, and maybe what needs some work, right? So it makes you aware of your styles, and it assists in developing a more assertive style, because this is what we all want to achieve. We all want to be assertive communicators, because this is the best way to communicate, not passively, not aggressively and bullying, assertively. Assertive training empowers couples by stressing assertive training empowers couples by stressing the importance of communicating one's thoughts and desires while being respectful of the needs and desires and the wants of their partner. So everybody wins. It's a win-win when you learn to communicate assertively, right? Assertively, fairly, judiciously. This is how we are supposed to be communicating. This is the right way to communicate and have better experiences in our lives when it comes to communication, right? Another important communication skill that allows us to effectively and productively communicate with others is active listening. more often than not, we do not listen actively, meaning we do not listen for intention. We do not listen to comprehend or to understand. We do not listen for meaning, intention, to understand, right? And for the content of what the speaker is trying to communicate to us. Most of us, when we're communicating, especially if it's a debate, I like to use that word, especially if it's a debate between you and a spouse, right? Then, active listening kind of goes out the door, because what we're doing now is we are listening to respond and defend. We're listening to pick on little keywords that we're going to go back and be critical of later, right? We're listening and then we hear one keyword that didn't bounce off our ear properly, and now we're not listening to the rest of it, and it's like wah, 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 Charlie Brown, right? That's all you're hearing because that one keyword that your wife said, or that one keyword that your husband said, it's ringing in your ears a way that you don't like. So therefore, you're not hearing what hubby's saying now. You ain't hearing what wifey's saying now. You are just hearing wah, 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 because you're ready as soon as they take a breath to pounce on that one thing that it didn't bounce off your ear properly, right? So, and like I said, more often than not, this is how we listen and communicate, because we're human and this is the way it is. So I'm telling you right now that active listening is a very powerful skill to master to better your interpersonal relationships, both professionally and personally. I'm telling you, try it. It's amazing what you can hear. Silence is golden. It's amazing what you can actually hear when you shut up and listen. It's amazing. So, it's Monday, Mindset Monday. I have a challenge for you. I always have a challenge for you, or some task or homework. So this Monday, for you, what I would like for you to do is, for the next week or so, for the next 2 weeks, because we're in a holiday right now, and I'm in Ontario, we're about to get locked down, let me tell you, as of Christmas Eve. I'm waiting to hear 1 o'clock. I'm going to put it on the news and find out what is going on, because it looks like we're being shut the hell down for the Christmas holidays, which I think, it could be a gift, but maybe not everybody agrees with me. So anyways, for the next 2 weeks, whether you're locked down or not, it's the Christmas holidays. Try, when you're in conversation, to practice active listening. Try that. Try to listen for intent, listen for intention, listen for comprehension, to understand, and listen for content. They're trying to tell you something. Shut up, actively listen, and hear what it is, right? And then you can formulate your response, and, it'll be your time. But I think that would be a great place to start with your communication improvement. Try active listening. Yes, so that's my challenge for you. I have a challenge every Monday. There you go. I can't believe it's 4 sleeps until Christmas. 4 sleeps, people, until Christmas. I hope you guys were not naughty and you were nice, and, that Santa's good to you and all that. You know what I'm saying? Well, I thank you who tuned in today. I see you. Thank you very much. And for those of you who are watching the replay, I want to wish you all a Merry, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever it is you celebrate. Happy holidays to you. Be safe and spend it with your families. And if you can, and if you can't, and you're on lockdown, you better get on Zoom on your phone or on your devices or your tablets, right? I appreciate you for rocking with me today. This has been another episode of Mindset Monday. Now, next week is a big week, because I started Mindset Monday in September, I think. And next week, Monday, is my last Mindset Monday of 2020. So it's been about 5 months or so. It's been awesome. It's been growing. I see you watching the replays, and I'm loving it. And I'm getting a little bit more comfortable on these lives. As you can see, you know, testing out the effects and stuff. So I appreciate you guys for rocking with me. It's going to be a special one next week because it's the last 2020 Mindset Monday. So thank you for tuning in. And for those of you who would like to connect with me further, I have many coaching programs, private, relationship, individual. I have a group coaching program right now that's doing well, which is $197 a month. That's 197 Canadian dollars a month. And with that, you get 2 live coaching programs, 1 group and 1 one-on-one deep coaching with me. And that's all included in your $197 a month. And it will be 2020 coming up. So I'm sure that I'll be coming up. I'll have some goodies up my sleeve. So we'll just, you know, stay tuned for those announcements. So happy holidays. And I want you all to have an abundant week, a productive week, a blessed week, and be able to communicate using active listening. Shut up and listen this week. That's what I want for y'all. So Merry Christmas, and we will see you next week, right here, same place, same time. See you then. Bye.